Good morning, 9:17 a.m. Eastern Standard Time on this Friday, June 14th, 2024. I'm XRP Future Millionaire, and I reside in the great state of Michigan. So I want to wish everybody a good morning. Thanks for tuning in on this last day of the trading week before the futures markets close tonight on this Friday, June 14th. XRP right now is just on the 48-cent handle, up about 0.67%. We're attempting a little bit of a bullish reversal here. I don't want everybody to get ahead of themselves, but in the shorter time frames, we are bouncing off of a reversal, and this was a consolidation we were in, and we fell through down to about the 474 level. Now we're bouncing off of the 478, and a successful bounce off of here. And let's just say it does break bullish. It does break bullish on this weekend, thinly traded weekend. We've had a nice little drop, and now maybe we do have that push up and retest the drop points, or retest this little bit of a higher level up here. The technical target's 494 and a push up. It's not anything too exciting, but it does level a layer of opportunity here. And that's about a 3.3% move. So if XRP holds that 48-cent level, you can expect about a 3% rally here. So if XRP holds 47.7 cents, we should be able to bounce up and have a 3% rally. So that's something to really pay attention to this morning. That's the micro movement of this weekend right now. So for anybody who's feeling a little bit out of it this weekend, there is a possibility here that at least a 3% move is on the horizon to the 49.4 cent mark. And that we base it off of the fact that we've gotten over this short-term consolidation and the technical target if we bounce off of it. And now we're looking to hold no less than 47.77 cents. We should be able to bounce, or let's just call it 478. We should be able to bounce off of this and be able to push up to the 494 level. If you were looking at a trade like this, it's still very, very risky. Let's just say you're a futures trader and it's caught your attention this morning. Right now, I mean, you're looking at about a 9% loss on a 10x trade if it were to fall through your target. But you really couldn't hold this past this underneath support here at 474. So I mean, if it was me and I was riding this and trying to pick up a trade here, either 474, or you could probably spare yourself at 476, and it's an even less of a trade there. I would probably go the 476 because if it breaks down these areas, it's a problem. But you're going to want to buy it as close to 478 now. So 478 now would be the opportunity if it were to develop. I would personally wait until it gets as close to 478 as possible. But it is starting to push up a little bit now, so that moment could have already passed. But I'm just trying to let everybody know if it bounces off of here. Let's do it from where it actually bounced. Let's say that's the bounce point. So the technical target here is that 494. 49.4 cents. 5 minutes going to become a little oversold, but we're breaking bullish in like the 30-minute. We have a 3-hour candle that is what caught my attention when I first woke up. A nice reversal on the 3-hourly. So if this plays true, we could have about a 3.5% rally here. And that's nothing significant, but that could be something to start this weekend. And then if it plays bullish off of here, then you can start pushing the 505 and so on. If we look at the overall pattern formation for XRP, that's still something that should excite everybody. The fact we're still within a beautiful cup and handle formation, it should make everybody a little excited here. This pattern has not ended. I think that color is not a good color. Yeah, we'll just go with this. Yeah, probably just the yellow. I'm just going to go with the yellow. It makes it a lot easier to see. We'll put it in the 4-point. But I mean, that's the handle formation with the updated data from a couple weeks ago when we came down here and we hit this 428 level. That is the appropriate handle. So right now we're very much within the cup and handle. We do have a bearish cross in the weekly, which is not good. But we're trying to push back up towards that 64 cent mark. But there's a lot of obstacles in between. But today I wanted to focus on the micro movement of the possibility of a short-term momentum here this weekend. But then also looking at where it could build out to if this does play bullish. So right now, this is what we're looking at. We've got the short-term pattern formation as well, as we know. And then we've also got that cup and handle that could push us up out to 64 cents if we got a little bit of short-term movement here in the positive direction. And even to consider that 64 cents, you'd not only have to break 49.4 in that 505 pivot point, you'd also need to get over that 53.7 and ultimately back over 57 cent area, which is this pattern consolidation, to even have a chance to push the uptrending resist or the downtrending resistance up here at 62.6, which is close to that cup and handle resistance. So we've got a lot of work to do to push up. So we're looking at it in the micro moment right now, because we know the macro or the mid tier, like we know the micro, the macro, everything in between right now. But right now it's all about the micro movement, because if the micro movement fails, the macro long-term outcome is never going to be able to be pressed. So in order to reach those macro levels, the micro move has got to finish. So right now I'm looking at this micro movement, the short-term pattern consolidation since the beginning of June, and now it looks like we're coming to the crescendo point here. And if this is a breakout, even if bearish, we should retest the 49.4 cent level around there. And then if bearish, we'll come crashing down very, very quickly. But if bullish, then we'd get on top of that, and our next layer would be about the 505 level approximately. So we basically got first tier, second tier. It looks just like this. Third tier, we've got that 537 that used to be, but we have this drop point now that kind of takes place over it. So we'll just continue to watch this, but those are your two immediate levels. The technical target out of this short-term consolidation is right there at 494, and that's just over a 3% move from here. As I said, the closer to that 478 mark, the better. So if you're trying to set up some kind of swing trade here, it'd be the closer to that 488 level, or as close to 478 as you can get is where you're looking to trade. And then if it falls below the 474, this pattern's been invalidated. If it falls below this structure, it's invalidated. For all intents and purposes, some might just say I'm bailing if it... Let me put this exactly like it's supposed to be so everybody can see. I just need it to look 100% accurate so that I can show you what we're basing this analysis on. And this is even being the widest point it can possibly be. So honestly, it's a little bit off. Not by much, but if we look at the most accurate interpretation here, let's just say the breakout happens and it stays over. We're just going to keep it like this, just so that it's not overhyped in case it does happen. It's the 495, so right in the same spot. But this helps us actually see exactly it. We want to bounce, and you want to make sure you're buying it as close to the 478. I mean, it's that 478 level. That 478, 479. As long as it's that 479. So if we hold 479, we're looking for the push up to the 495. So that's what I'm looking for. That's what I'm looking for on this setup. And if it does break up over here, we got about a 3.3 to 3.5% rally. We're right near that level of support. So it's one of those things on a 10x trade. Let's say you buy it at 479. You take a shot. You've got 0.84% underneath. Within a $1,000 trade, that's $84 on a 10x trade. That's $84. So I've also seen in these situations, somebody will take out a $100 trade and they just bring it up to like a 20, 30. Well, maybe, let's see. They'll bring it up to a 50 or 60x trade, and they already know their risk reward at $89, so they'll just say the hell with it. I'll put $100 up. I'll let that flow until it gets stopped out or until it gets liquidated out. And they're looking for the same kind of appreciation, but they're, instead of doing $1,000 at a 10x trade, which is a $10,000 trade, they're going to do $100, and they might do a 50x, which is a $5,000 trade, and it'll cut their losses and just say, hey. But I don't like that. I don't like just doing that. I would rather just, I mean, it takes a lot of the risk out as far as having over the top if you don't have a stop loss. But unless you understand what you're doing, that can be very risky. Some might even do a 100x trade here to make it a $10,000 trade. It's just they're going to run out of room. They might not be able to take the 474. So a lot of people will take the setup as well and say I'm out once it breaks this 476, which I completely understand. Except remember, if it consolidates down here to the 474, you know, you're really wanting to base this on, though, if you're buying this, you could even sell it after it loses the 478 if you buy it at 479, because you say it's come through this little support structure. But you're trying to buy it on the 479. I'm just trying to show the back end, if you are a futures trader, some of the opportunities that you could use. And if you're looking to trade XRP, whether spot or leverage in the USA or across the globe, look in the video description below under pinned comments. There's BITUNIX, lowest spot and leverage trading fees that I've found in the USA. Very, very cheap comparison to most other exchanges. They're up during high times of volatility, and you don't even need to do a KYC unless you send or receive from a bank account. So take advantage of that if you're looking to trade. Like we said, XRP right now is looking for a breakout here, a reversal in the 3-hourly, a long leg doji. We've got a bullish candle in the smaller time frames, but we're looking to bounce off of the 479. It's that simple. If we bounce off of here, the technical target's 49.5 cents. We spent a lot of time on this, but I think everybody needs to know what's going on. So I'm happy with that in this regard, that this is what we've discovered here this morning, and we've got it set up. And then Bitcoin is down, or up 0.78%, or 521 points, 67,300. Bitcoin right now is also breaking out of a bearish, or it's a descending consolidation. These are what we were excited about yesterday, the possibility of breaking up. And right now, Bitcoin has the opportunity. Just like XRP trying to bounce off the 479, Bitcoin is trying to bounce off of 66,830. The technical target, if we do bounce off of here, let's see this move. Wait a minute, what did I just move? That's not what I wanted to move. It's going to ruin the whole integrity of my chart. There we go. That's just that downtrending resistance that in time we're going to have to push back up over to be bullish. So the technical target out of a push up out of here is 69,652. Assuming that Bitcoin holds 66,894, you're talking about a 4% move out of Bitcoin as well. So yes, it's in a bearish setup, but there looks like there's an opportunity for a little bit of a bullish reversal and retest the drop point here still. So we've got to watch this very, very carefully. Very, very carefully. The XRP Bitcoin pairing is still at the 714 sat level. It's still hugging this resistance here. It's teasing another reversal in the 3-hourly to try to push out. The moment it pushes out of here, we should be coming to the 741 sat level. I'm going to put an official target if it breaks up, because it's been hugging. Now that it's been hugging this line for so long, it's time that we get an official measurement, in my opinion. So if you're trying to trade XRP Bitcoin pairing, which I'm still fully much in, if we get a breakout, let's just say it breaks out right around here, the technical target on a breakout is 760 sat level. So if it does push out of here, and it's trying to tease us that we have a big shot here, that's about a 6% move here for the XRP Bitcoin pairing. I would love a 6% move here. I would love a 6% move. Remember, when you're watching this, we're looking at XRP for the 479 attempted breakout level, a 3-hour reversal on the long leg doji. And that 3-hour candle will end, and then we got to do some reading. The 3-hour candle will end in 1 hour and 28 minutes. So if you see this in 1 hour and 28 minutes, and let's just say the volume, or we're over 48.07 cents, that could be a great indicator that we're starting to push bullish. So we're in between right now. 479 is the optimal level. 474 is the stop loss underneath if you're setting this trade up. I'm not saying to set it up. I'm not a financial advisor, so what do I really know? I can't give you that kind of advice. Oh, I can't make that decision for you, but I can just show you what's setting up here and what some might think of. So now let's go into a bit of reading. XRP case. Ripple hits back at SEC using Terraform Labs ruling. In a new turn in the ongoing legal dispute between Ripple and the SEC, the crypto company has invoked the recent Terraform Labs consent judgment to challenge the regulator's demands. Thus, the company filed a notice of supplemental authority drawing parallels between its case and the SEC's actions against Terraform Labs, the firm behind the infamous Luna coin. As became known yesterday, the SEC's case against Terra resulted in a significant settlement approved by the New York District Court. The firm was ordered to pay an epic $4.47 billion fine for orchestrating one of the largest securities frauds in U.S. history. Its former CEO, Du Quan, is also required to reimburse over $204 million. In total, Terraform Labs was found guilty of inflating transactions data and manipulating token prices, resulting in the loss of over $40 billion in investor funds. Ripple's argument: the legal team is using this recent judgment against the SEC's requested $2 billion penalty for institutional XRP sales. The company contends that the penalty sought by the regulator in the case, is disproportionately high compared to penalties in similar or even more severe cases. XRP community, SEC Gov, Ripple XRP files notice of supplemental authority regarding Terraform Labs consent judgment. According to James K. Feline on June 13, 2024. Ripple notes that the SEC's $420 million civil penalty against Terraform Labs represented approximately 1.27% of the firm's $33 billion in gross sales. In contrast, the SEC is seeking a penalty significantly higher than this percentage in the XRP case, despite no allegations of fraud or substantial losses suffered by institutional buyers. Ripple asserts that the regulator's request is unprecedented and unreasonable, suggested that an appropriate civil penalty would be no more than $10 million. By highlighting the Terraform Labs judgment, Ripple aims to demonstrate the inconsistency in the approach to penalties and seeks a more fair resolution. So that's big news that came out yesterday. Early this morning, late last night. That's big news. That's big news to me. So that's the big story you're going to see with XRP, is the fact that it's calling the fines excessive, and it's trying to fight it now. It's trying to fight it, and you've seen exactly what was said in here. Ripple filed yesterday a notice of supplemental authority, which I think is interesting. And the very last thing of reading is I want to go against their own technical analysis. It says XRP price danger zone, key support levels to watch. Make sure to hit that like button so YouTube recommends this update. It really would help push the program. It'll allow newer and older viewers the ability to see our program. If you're a 3-year member of Tom's Army, as some have just unlocked that, the Diamond Hands emoji badge is now available for 3-year members. I can't wait to talk about it more in the live tonight at 6:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. But if you made it until the end, there's a new emoji badge if you've made it to 3 years in Tom's Army. So in month 1, you get the emoji badge of me being abducted by aliens. If you're interested in showing support and joining Tom's Army, or sending one YouTube super chat per month, is a great way to support the program. But I encourage you to join Tom's Army. Build through month 1 with the emoji badge of me being abducted by aliens. Month 2 is the Dusty's Outhouse Crypto News. Month 3 is the XRP Meteor. Month 6, the XRP Predictor. 1 year is the I Told You So badge. 2 years is the XRP 589 Moon badge. And year 3 is the Diamond Hands emoji badge. I can't wait to see that in today's live or in the comments today, but there's a couple people that have just hit 3 years, including myself and Tom's Army, so I was able to unlock the 3-year emoji badge. So get the Diamond Hands by being part of the Army for over 3 years. 3 years or more. So XRP price failed to stay above the 48.4 cent support zone. The price declined and tested the 47.5 cent support zone and is now risk at more losses. XRP extended losses and traded below 48.4 support zone. The price is now trading below 488 and the 100-hour simple moving average. There is a connecting bearish trend line forming with resistance at 48.8 on the hourly chart on Kraken, which is the source. The pair could recover, but the upside might be limited above the 492, which our technical target's 494, so a beautiful call here. XRP price failed to recover above the 495 resistance like Ethereum and Bitcoin. The price started a fresh decline from 498 high. There was a move to 488 and 485 levels. The price declined below the 48 level, the 48 cent level. A low was formed around 47.4 cents, and the price is now consolidating losses. It is testing the 23.6% Fibonacci retracement level of the recent decline from the 49.8 swing high to the 47.4 cent swing low. The price is now trading at below 492 in the 100 hourly simple moving average. If the bulls protect 47.4 cent support, there might be an upside correction. On the upside, the price is facing resistance near the 48.2. The first key resistance is 48.5 of the 50% fib retracement level of the recent decline from 49.8. So there is a chance we could go up to 48.5, come back down and retest the pattern breakout at 47.9, and then push up to the technical target at 494 as well. Retracement level of the recent decline from 49.8 swing high to 47.4 swing low. There is also a connected bearish line forming with recent resistance at 48.8 on the hourly chart of the XP USD pair. The next major resistance is near the 49.5 cent level. A close below or above the 49.5 resistance zone could send the price higher. The key resistance is at 50.5. I love that. That's our second or our mid-tier resistance right now if we break 494. If there is a close above the 50.5 resistance, there could be a steady increase towards 52.5, which I love that as well. And then the 53.2 is right near that mid-tier pivot point, as it used to be 53.7, but it's coming down. That's pretty close. So more downside. If XRP fails to clear the 48.5 cent resistance zone, it could continue to move down. Initial support on the downside is near the 47.4 cent level. The next major support is 47 cents. If there is a downside break and a close below 47 cent level, the price might gain bearish momentum. In the stated case, the price could decline and retest the 45 cent support in the near term. So the technical indicators, the hourly moving average convergence divergence, the MACD for XRP is now gaining pace in the bearish zone. Our hourly RSI, the relative strength index, the RSI for XRP is now below the 50 level. Major support levels is 47.4 and 47 cents. Major resistance levels is 48.5 and 49.2 cents. Make sure to hit that like button. Share this far and wide on social media. Don't forget to give thanks to our Lord and Savior Jesus Christ on this most holy of days on this Saturday morning. And if you made it until the end, hashtag be better, do better in the comments. Remember, stay with your conviction. And remember to help one person each and every day. Because if I don't do my part and you don't do your part, what is really the point?